That dude, man, is unbeatable.
Is he?
He's unbeatable.
Let's go. We got the UFC, baby. Dana White, thank you for letting us enjoy your, what can we say? What is this? Your platform, your baby that you brought from death, because before you got it, it was death. Is the rise of the UFC real?
Yes. It's been real for a long time now. Boxing is irrelevant. Nobody can even name the heavyweight champion just off the top of their head. Back in the day, we could say, well, Ali was a champ. Back in the day, we could say Ken Norton was a champ. We could say George Foreman was a champ. We could say Mike Tyson is a champ. Right now, we don't even know who is the heavyweight champ.
I can tell you the heavyweight champ.
Who is the heavyweight champ?
The real one?
Is it a fake one?
Well, the thing is about the boxing, they got so many belts.
Who's the heavyweight champ?
I believe it's.
You believe or you know?
Joshua. He got beat up by a Mexican, came back and won his belts back in Dubai, and now Joshua's the champion again, 2-time. But then you got Wilder, Fury. You got a great heavyweight champion.
I know it, but
I know you know
it's
it.
like,
but
it's not exciting.
You're telling me that
you're
telling me that you rather see John Jones, Izzy, Asanya, Kobe Covington, Nurmagomedov Madoff, the Russian Mauler. That's who you want to see.
Yeah, I'd rather see that. I'd rather see Amanda Nunes fight and defend her belt than to watch Tyson Fury fight.
Okay.
I just don't want to see it.
Well, for me, I believe the UFC is very, very potent, but they fight their fighters too much.
No.
I think you fight your fighters every 3 months. You don't have the staying power. They're gonna get gassed out. They're gonna get wore out. They're gonna get beat up. That's the thing. You want to have guys that go in there that's zero. The UFC ain't about the zero, and that's what I don't like. It's all about that zero, baby. I'm Floyd Mayweather all day. It's all about the zero. You can't tell me that you're the best and you get beat every week. John Jones is the best at what he does because he's never been beaten.
Okay. I got to stop this.
He's the best.
Okay, the number one reason why the UFC is taking over, D, is because they do fight. When you're the heavyweight champion, what's that guy, Joshua? He fight once a year.
He fought twice last year.
Who wants to see somebody fight twice a year? Fight. That's number one. Mm-hmm. They don't fight enough. Number two, they don't fight the best guys. You the number 2 contender, number 3 contender, you don't get the title shot. A guy that's number 15 gets the title shot.
Gibbs, I can't.
Nobody wants to see that.
Me as a champion, I'm number 1.
I don't want to see you fight the number 15 guy on the list.
You want to see me fighting the number 1 and number 2.
If I was a champion, I'm only going to fight the top 5.
No, Gibbs, because that's...
why would I fight a guy that's number 10 or 11 or 12? Why would I do that? That guy that's 10, 11, and 12, he need to fight number 2, 3, 4, 5. He need to fight them guys and try to come up. Don't fight me. You're not ready for me and you number 10, 11, 12. I want to fight the best.
I want to fight who's in front of me.
And I'm going to fight 3 times a year. If I'm in the UFC, I'm going to fight every 4 months. Football players play every week. Practice every day. Is that more or less violent than the UFC?
Of course, because you're getting punched and jabbed in your face and your head going like this every time.
This guy's fighting a championship 25 minutes. If it's just a regular fight, you fight 15 minutes.
Gibbs, you got your own.
A football game lasts 3 hours.
Gibbs, you got the welterweight division, which is probably the most hottest division right now. You got Nate Diaz coming out here talking about, hey man, Dana White threw me in the ring so fast. You got George Masvidal. Dana White threw me in the ring so fast. It's not sustainable. These guys are, your stars aren't lasting. These guys, you're going to see Masvidal, you're going to see Nate Diaz, they're not going to be here in the next 3-4 years.
Nate Diaz not going to be here in the next 3 or 4 years because he's smoking too much herbs.
What?
Ever since they legalized marijuana, his problem has gotten worse. Have you listened to him talk? I don't even know what he's saying. I don't even know if he's speaking in Spanish or in English.
And you think that's because of marijuana or him getting punched in the face every 3 months because Dana White needs him to fight?
He had been fighting every 3 months.
Well, after 3 years, he came back after 3 years and had 3 fights.
3 years and 3 fights.
No, I'm saying he came after a 3-year layoff. He had a fight back to back to back.
You know why? He ran out of money for the reefer. He needed some more money. He chose to take those fights.
He chose to take them for sure.
The shots to the head and the reefer, he needs to sit down somewhere. He's just a big name, but is fighting? Nah, that's a wrap. Anyway, let's talk about some real fighters. Let's talk about Israel Adesanya. Lord have mercy.
Is he the next?
He is the next George St. Pierre. He will not get beat. I don't know what kind of athlete is going to come on the scene and beat Israel Adesanya. I don't know who it's going to be. Robert Whittaker? No.
Well, he's fighting. You know he's fighting Johan Romero.
Romero is a tough out.
He's a tough out.
He's a tough out. But let me say this. Did you see him fight the Spider, Anderson Silva?
Mm-hmm. Anderson was washed up when Izzy fought him. Izzy had some great fights, man, some knockout fights, but when he fought him, he knew he was going to beat him. He was over the hill. Now, when Izzy is calling out this Romero guy, this Marrero, what's his name? Marrero, whatever his name. Yoel. He looked like a tank.
He looked like that, but is he the champ? No, and there's a reason why he's not the champ. He just looks like a tank.
No. I watched his last fight where they robbed him.
He's a tough out.
They robbed him of his last fight.
They robbed him.
He beat this guy that
he
they
didn't do enough
about,
to win, D.
This Costa guy. He beat that guy, but I don't know why they gave him the win. I'm watching the fight. Everybody in the audience said he he won the fight. So I don't know, but is he that good?
He's that good. He's a real. He's the next John St. Pierre.
So let's just call it. Let's just call it out. The biggest fight that could happen in the UFC is not between Conor McGregor. It's not between Covington. It's not between Tony Ferguson and Khabib. It's between Izzy and John Jones.
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. 2 different weight classes, and Israel is a small guy. He's not a heavy guy. John Jones is 200 pounds. This guy, Izzy, 190, 175. I don't know what he walks around at, but he can't get up there with John Jones. No way.
When they make this fight happen, and we're sitting in front of these cameras,
it's not going to happen.
I'm going to tell you, I told you so.
Well, one thing about you, D, you're a dreamer. That's good to be a dreamer.
I see money. Where I see money, I see make fights.
He's too small, D. He's going to grab Adesanya and just lay on him. It's too big. It's not going to happen. Anyway. It would be better for you to say Israel Adesanya against Khabib. That would be an easier fight to make.
The reason why I'm saying Izzy versus John Jones is because Izzy is a man of his word. He said everything he was going to do, and it's a process. And he said, John Jones, you're going to have your time to fight me. So with Izzy saying that, I believe in what he's saying. But you said this is why. Let's talk about
this is why you should not legalize drugs.
Let's talk about Emmanuel Nunes.
Israel, please, son.
Don't mess with that dog.
Don't mess with my boy John Jones.
He a dog.
He's the dog.
Who do you see for John Jones then? John Jones don't have a fight.
Well, he needs to go back and fight Stipe Miocic from Chicago.
He needs to fight the heavyweight champion.
He needs to fight the heavyweight champ.
Heavyweight versus light heavyweight.
The Santos and Cormier and Smith and Reyes, Dominique Reyes. No, they not ready for John Jones. John Jones needs to step up because he's already beat all those guys.
He got to beat Stipe.
Let Santos be the champ, and John Jones needs to move over to the heavyweights. It's a kid playing with babies.
I don't know. I think
he need to get over there with the heavyweights.
I think John Jones is comfortable where he at. He number one where he
at. Yeah, he should be comfortable where he's at. He don't have to fight nobody because there's nobody in this league to fight.
He done wiped out the division.
That's right. Move on.
Move on.
Move on to the heavyweights. Go over there and start dominating.
Okay, if you go heavyweight.
I like John Jones, but I don't respect the fact that he's going to stay right there and fight the guys he's already beat up.
I don't think he's going to stay there. I think after he beats this next fight, after he wins his next fight, I believe he goes to Stipe.
And here's my real issue. Alexander Gustafsson. Mm-hmm. Is that how you say it?
Mm-hmm. Number 7th ranked.
He fought John Jones the best of anybody that's ever fought John Jones. And where is he ranked? Number 7. You know what that means to me? He's not trying.
John Jones. John Jones. Yeah. I mean,
No, not John Jones. Alexander Gustaf. He's not even trying.
No, I don't
He's
think.
not even trying.
Trying
There's
to
six
win?
guys, 7 guys, including John Jones.
You saying he's no?
He-
You saying
yeah.
he should be higher on the list?
Yeah, he should be way up there. He should be the number 1 contender.
I don't think he could beat Daniel Cormier.
Oh.
Daniel
Well,
Cormier-
he already got beat by Daniel. Daniel already beat him.
Yeah, but Daniel Cormier is a guy like he's
He's a fire plug.
He's San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, he's difficult to deal with.
Yeah, he's gonna show up every night. He's gonna be
Yeah, he
difficult.
gonna give you everything he got.
Everything he got, and
He gonna give you everything he got.
He
Don't have nothing for John Jones. He needs to leave John Jones alone.
Yeah, he had nothing for John.
Daniel needs to fight just for the money and secure his family.
I think he got that already. I think he just needs to stay with the talking on air on the sideline.
Yeah, he needs to do that because he's done. He can't do nothing with the.
Dana
He's a
White.
good guy. I like Daniel. He plays the game, fights the right way.
Mm-hmm. No, he's a no one likes someone that follows the rules all the time, and he's that guy, and just have to deal with it now, Cormier. You're great at what you do. You'll be a Hall of Famer, but you won't be ever considered the best at what you did like these other guys. But you'll be up there.
You'll be up there.
Dana White continue to bring us amazing fights. I think 2020 for you guys are going to be a amazing
Hold on, I want
year.
to talk about Usman and Tyrone Woodley. I want to talk about Ferguson and Khabib.
So let's talk about him. Come on.
Okay, so let's go with the lightweight champion, Khabib, unbeatable. That's why that fight with Israel needs to happen. These 2 guys are monsters, man.
That's 2 weight classes up, though.
Yeah, but, Israel is a small guy. He can come down. They could do a catch weight. I believe that. They could do a catch weight in the middleweight.
But it won't be no
weight range.
championship on the line.
Don't need to be. We want to see fights.
Oh, okay.
See, we want to see fights. And it could be belts on the line, but we want to see fights. But anyway, Khabib and Tony Ferguson, Khabib and Dustin Poirier, Khabib and Conor McGregor, Dustin, Poirier, Tony Ferguson, Conor McGregor, 1, 2, and 3. Those are the fights we want to see. Why do we want to see Khabib fight Gregor Gillespie? Who is that? Is he in the NBA? Is he in the UFC? Stop it. This is why the UFC is ranked number 1 in combat sports.
They make fights.
Kubar Usman. Yeah, he's the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get it. He beat up Colby Covington. Colby
Shout
Covington.
out Kobe.
I don't know why you're doing that. Colby, all that trash talking you did, and what did it get you? Punched in the face and beat up. Stop it. Have respect for the other people. Have respect for the game. Have respect for yourself. Stop all that foolishness.
Amazing fight.
Tyrone
Last
Woodley.
fight.
Let me say this about Tyrone Woodley. When he fought Kamar Usman for the championship and lost, that wasn't Tyrone Woodley. I don't know who that person was. He looked like Tyrone Woodley. He talked like Tyrone Woodley, but it wasn't Tyrone Woodley. But when he comes back and he fights Usman for the championship, I promise you we're gonna see the real Tyrone Woodley. And when I like Usman. I like his personality. I like his fight game. I like his tenacity. But Tyrone Woodley is my man.
Yeah, well, he won't be getting a fight anytime soon. Be looking out for that George Masvidal versus Usman fight. That's going to be a really big fight, and that's probably the next fight that's going to happen.
I hope so. But George, he fought in that street fighting, brawl and stuff in people's backyards.
No cap.
Man, I saw him fight.
Ponytail, what's popping? That's what we called him back there.
Man,
Put your head like this.
Masvidal's a real deal, man.
He's a real deal for
He's
sure.
a real deal.
Well, hey, again, I don't know about him. The best champion ever, best champion you ever seen, Amanda Nunes. She's still out there, got her belt. She's the best out there. We waiting for her to fight. What do you think about the Clarissa Shields? You know anything about this Clarissa Shields? She's the women's heavyweight champion box. She's calling out Nunes. She's calling out Ali's daughter.
Okay, so this is what I got to say about that. You need to stay with boxing.
Yeah, because Amanda Nunes is a beast.
Amanda Nunes is going to hurt you.
Bad.
Leave that girl alone.
Please.
Don't do it.
Don't. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.